my annual spring walk, year 2017, in the Cwm Nantcol Valley. I come up here this time of year mainly to hear the cuckoos, but I think I may be a bit too early. 23rd of April. The sun's shining, and yeah, all's well with the world. Malta, up there, nearly 2,000 feet high. Converted chapel, converted into a house. That's another house. They're all basically, I think, second homes, or I think second homes possibly. Rarely see anyone up here. That's another reason for coming up here. Is the Renogs. Basically one of my favourite range of mountains. They're remote. They're not crowded like the other mountains in Snowdonia. These are rarely visited. Oh, there's Renog. That's Lebdra. Little house on that's probably a farmhouse at one time, or farm worker's cottage. They're probably all second homes now. I don't think none of them are permanently lived in. These kind of trees here are very common. I don't know what they're called. They never grow to any size. They're kind of like large shrubs, but they're all over the place. There's a sign of the sun coming out. Butterflies. Features of these walks in these Welsh valleys are these abandoned barns. Or even one time maybe lived in actual cottages. No one would want to live in a remote location. Of course, they're still the farms here. They're still they're still surviving. Sheep farmers and also cattle. Rugged scenery here, which is typical of the Renog mountain range. It might be clouding over a little bit. And the wind's picking up, which is always a sign of some little change in the weather. Little hut there, long abandoned, of course. And the views open out a bit now. There's a clear view of the Renogs right there, or the Renog Valley. Yes, I'm a bit too early. A couple of weeks too early for the Nantcol cuckoos. But, whether I'll come up again in 2 or 3 weeks' time, see if they're here. Yeah, on Cwm Nantcol is just there. 50 yards away. And the Renogs, you can now see Renog Valley as well as Renog Vach. Right there, Renog Valley. Renog Valley. Renog Vach. Okay, there's the footpath sign from whence I've just come. And I'm back onto the tarmac lane, so it's about a mile now back to the car along this tarmac lane. There's the app on Cwm Nantcol, and there's a footpath that goes up to a farm, but that's closed off. Yeah, for some reason. the Rinnogs. Yeah, and someone else is out walking. They probably may have walked up there. There's a footpath that goes up to the ridge, and then you can climb to the high ridge from there. A view of the Rinnogs. Good view of the big mountains there. You left the Edra on the right. Good day for walking. Low 50s. A slight bit of a breeze, but not just nice. Yeah. There's the footpath that goes up to the ridge between Marlborough up there at Tipwis, and then from there you can climb up to the main ridge. Yeah, it's about an 800-foot climb up to the first ridge line. Then you go along there, and you can at moorland summit there, Hillethra. As I say, the main feature of this walk is the mountain views. That's basically up there with one of my favourite mountain views in North Wales. To the end of this walk. But it's 23rd of April, and the trees, it is a week or two earlier, I think, than usual. The trees coming into leaf this time of year. There's my car down there, and there's that former chapel converted into a house. The date 1897 on it. End of walk.